Hello Reformers and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. It's been a while, however, it's mainly because I've been attempting to find out what I need to do next. I mean, I know exactly the progression I need to take, but the availability of the certain things that are required to progress is sometimes not really there. And I know that sounds a little bit weird, but basically what I need to do is find unique spawns. We need to find unique spawns, we need to fight them to gain their Qualis gems, and also, of course, improve our relation with our Knighthood Order. Well, technically it's not ours, but obviously the Rangers of the Clarion Call is certainly a very worthy, well, focus for our Knighthood Order relations, shall we say. Anyway, that's exactly what we're trying to do here. I've taken on a challenging task with the Rangers, and we are going to try to defeat Kyuda the Ravager. And that's exactly who we're fighting right here. You can see all the Larian Sentinels, they're firing away here. I'm just hoping that the particular positioning I've chosen here is going to be good enough to give us some kind of advantage. And I know that's kind of not really going to happen because they have exceptional units. I mean, we know they have those, well, they have Jatu Lancers, of course, but they also have other things that are going to be very, very difficult for us to deal with, but we're going to try our very best. I'm going to tell my cavalry to charge in here, and hopefully my Larian Sentinels will be able to defend. Now, bear in mind that the challenging task does give you a whole bunch of these guys. These are not my own units, so if you're just tuning in and you have no idea what's going on, well, basically, they give you a whole bunch of units and they tell you to go and earn renown, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm earning as much renown as I can. 49 renown is the reward for defeating Kyuda the Ravager in this particular bout. Let's see if that is going to be possible, because, I mean, you can see here the Larian Sentinels actually come equipped with spears, amazingly enough. I actually had no idea that that was the case. I thought they, you know, had some weird daggers or something like that that wouldn't really do too much against cavalry, but that is very pleasing to the eye because, well, they're not going to be completely useless against the cavalry that come into their lines, then are they? So that's pretty nice. And the other things that we have to worry about, of course, are Kyuda's Kayahas. I guess that's how you say it, but anyway, the point is, those guys, they're very good. They are exceptional at what they do. They are amazing horse archers. They are his unique units, and, well, they're very good. They will just bombard you with arrows and absolutely murder you in every single way. And it seems like, actually, you know what? Are these them? Yes. Oh, look at this. They're actually off their mounts. This is interesting. What's going on here? I guess, you know what's happened? They went to the edge of the map, I suppose, and they just, I guess, stopped and dismounted because they couldn't go any further, because I basically went to the edge of the map as much as possible, and it seems like, yes, look at that. They got stuck. They got stuck right over there. That's fantastic. Well, is it? Is it really fantastic? I don't know, really, but yes, what I do know is that we should probably move our Larian Sentinels a little bit ahead here. Let's get our Rangers of the Clarion Call away from any units that probably want to kill them. As you can see, we're losing quite a few, mainly because they are away from the main pack of units that we have under our command, and that's not really the best thing for them. So I'm just going to try my very best in eliminating as many of them as I can get my hands on, because of course I do need to level up as well. I have been attempting to gain that little bit of extra strength, because of course getting extra strength is going to enable me to use the Noldor bow that I have in my inventory right now. It would be really nice to gain that 8 in power draw, and I think I need 2 more levels, so hopefully I'm going to be able to do that, but it is pretty late in the game for me to actually start leveling up crucial skills. So I guess that's just my bad luck, basically, if I'm unable to do it, but hopefully I will be able to in any way. So let's see if I can just get a couple of extra kills here. Oh, it seems like we're having some difficulties. Have our Larian Sentinels run out of arrows? I don't think they have. It seems like a couple of them have, but not all. Some of them... Oh, wow. This is kind of dicey, Kind of dicey. Well, at least these are not my own units. That's basically the only thing that I can take away from this, really. Yeah, that's the also other kind of bad point about the Larian Sentinels in the range of the Clarion Core. They generally tend to run out of arrows pretty quickly. And I can only just say that I think the Larian Sentinels do come equipped with 2 quivers, because I think they use a 2-handed sword or something like that. So having 2 quivers obviously does make a big difference in their longevity, but they fire arrows so quickly that obviously it doesn't really make too much difference. But other than that, I think we're pretty good with this victory. Yeah, I think we are. We lost 18 so far, which is pretty bad. I think Anson is still alive, so technically he should still be giving us his surgery skill. But obviously, it's a percentage chance, so yeah. And this kind of thing, this kind of, I guess this kind of task and this kind of battle is kind of harsh anyway. I'm very much hoping that I will be able to take Kyuda prisoner. I don't know whether it's going to happen because I only have 6 in prisoner management. And I think you probably need about 8 to really guarantee, or at least have a very good chance of taking unique spawns prisoner. If I'm unable to, I will be very disappointed. And, well, I guess we'll just see what happens. But I do have a bow, by the way. I do actually have a bow, so it might make sense for me to actually use it a little bit. But, obviously, I'm not particularly good with it, and I wouldn't be surprised if I actually end up dying as a result of me using this instead of using a shield. And as you can see... Oh, there we go. Nice headshot. Okay, thank you. Phew. That was close. I literally thought to myself, yes, I'm going to get a headshot very soon, aren't I? Okay. Oh, no, there you go. He's dead. And there's another one over there that I can probably fire at. Oh, no, that was a little bit too high. Oh, well. Yeah, I need to get very much back into using a bow. It's been a long time since I've used a bow, so it would be a nice idea for me to do that. Anyway, I think that's it. Yep, there's only 2 enemies remaining, and we lost 22 total, which I suppose is not even that bad, because if you think about it, the fewer units we have, the greater amount of renown that we're going to be getting. Now, do bear in mind that the thing that I was actually trying to do before I started the recording here is that I was trying to lure and indeed kite the unique spawn into some Ravenstern vassals, and amusingly enough, they did actually get very close to each other, but they decided at the very last minute to be like, oh no, I'm sorry, I don't really want to fight this guy. And yeah, Kyuda was also a little bit hesitant, so I don't exactly know why that was, but as a result of that, his prisoners are going to waste. His prisoners are absolutely going to waste. No one is going to be picking up 1,055 prisoners, which I suppose is not even that bad because I didn't really want to give the prisoners to Ravenstern. So I think I'm pretty happy just to auto-calculate the end of the battle here, and oh yeah, there we go. We actually get to take him prisoner. That is amazing. I actually wonder whether the mod creators have changed how the prisoner management works, because it feels to me like if you have above about 5 prisoner management, that you have a really good chance of taking them prisoner. So pretty happy with this. We're going to be saying yes. You will be joining me. Thank you. And I guess I'll just take a whole bunch of loot. As you can see, I just went to Laria, gained a whole bunch of food before I set off here. And yeah, we'll be taking all of this and selling it at the nearby town of Ravenstern. Yes, we're very close to them. And I think we're good. There we go. Alright. So as you can see, yeah, there's a huge amount of walking around here. I actually went all the way up here trying to lure Kyuda to 2 vassals that were making their way to Falcon Dark Castle, but he decided not to do anything with them, which is very strange. I don't exactly know why he wouldn't attack them instead of attacking me, because they had about the same size of army that I did, so I don't know. But nevertheless, he was taken prisoner by us, and we are now very pleased indeed. So let us see if I can maybe just sell a couple of these things. Oh yeah, that's some good money right there. Now bear in mind that I am losing about 4,000 dinars every single week, thanks to us being a vassal instead of being a mercenary, of course. So we are gonna start losing money if we are, you know, not fighting or anything like that. So I think that's a pretty good axe. It's a masterwork Knight's War Axe. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to keep that. And next time we get into a battle, I'm just going to put it in the loot. And we're going to see if one of our companions wants it or something like that. Anyway, let's go to the tavern here. Maybe there will be someone that we can recruit. Oh no, we can't actually recruit anyone right now because we're on a task. My bad. Yeah, we're on that challenging task, so there's no one. No one's going to join us, of course. Okay, so... Oh, there we go. We have been awarded an achievement. Oh, fantastic. The remainder of the mighty Jatu now cower in their tents due to your crushing defeat of their army. Jatu drums beat a dirge in tribute to the Scourge of Jatu with +1 riding skill, grudgingly given to you by Indar in recognition of your victory. Oh yes, there we go. Okay, so we now have 8 in riding skill. That is kind of amazing. I would not have expected this character when I first started off to have 8 in riding skill. That's pretty amazing. Alright, so we have 25, technically we have 33 rangers still available, and we have 65 Larian Sentinels. Now, what we're going to do is I'm actually going to speak to Kyuda the Ravager, and we're going to try and get a Qualis Gem from him. And let's see if I can do that. Yes. Yes, okay, so I will accept your Qualis Gem for your freedom. Yes, there we go. Let's do it. Alright, so there is a Qualis Gem. Wow, I was not expecting at all to be able to take him prisoner. I always expect them to get away. So that was really, really cool. Alright, so let's take a look at our reports real quick, because it would be kind of nice to see the Jatu are strong, so they're no longer overwhelming. So I suppose defeating him really did make a pretty big difference in their strength. But obviously they are still strong, so it's nothing really to write home about. Alright, so I decided to change tact here and basically go a little bit over to the Empire territory, because I thought, well, there's 2 ways we can gain renown over there. We can either tackle a couple of Empire vassals, or we can actually take on a Snake Cult army, and that's exactly what we've come across here. Now, I've actually been kiting this Snake Cult army for the last, I don't even know, 10 minutes, I guess, and we are now, thankfully, able to help the Khan here against the Snake Cult army, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Now bear in mind that this is a very even battle, and there is another Snake Cult army very close by. Bear in mind, we're not going to get a Qualis Gem for this, but we might get an achievement of some kind, or just in general gain a good amount of renown, and that's all that I really want at the moment. So let's see what we can do here. These guys obviously are not horse archers, so I might not need to go all the way to the edge of the map to limit their movement as much as possible. So what we're going to do instead is we're just going to place ourselves over here. I am unfortunately going to be sharing the battlefield with our ally, and that is going to make things a little bit uncomfortable for us, of course, because, well, having a huge amount of Larian Sentinels or Rangers on the battlefield is insane, and is quite really one of the best ways to kill enemies. So yeah, it's going to be a bit difficult, I suppose. Considering the enemy has Serpent Priestesses and everything, I think we're going to have some problems, but we'll see. I mean, you can see... Oh, there's a headshot. Very nice. Oh, yes. So our Larian Sentinels is now starting to fire away. Let's tell our cavalry just to charge straight on in here. And we're going to try and deal with some of these Serpent Priestesses immediately. Yes, there we go. Now, do bear in mind that they only have a couple of them. They don't have too many of the Serpent Priestesses. They only have about 13 of them. And they only have about 11... who's it now? Anaconda Knights, that's it, yes. Anaconda Knights, not the other one, not the Cobra Warriors. Yes, so this is going to be kind of a bloodbath for us, I think, which is probably pretty bad, actually. I mean, now that I think about it, why did I charge in? Well, I suppose I thought that maybe our units would do the Horse Archer thing and actually be a little bit effective, but that... I don't know whether that's actually happening. Is that actually happening right now? Well, I am taking a huge amount of damage, that's for sure, which is not great. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna try and do my best here, I suppose, and let's get my forces all the way back here. Actually, we're not even doing too badly. I mean, we've lost 12, which is not great, I suppose, but I feel like it's a lot better than it could be, considering. And let's hopefully kill this. Yeah, take it out. Well, take out the horse at the very least, and hopefully then the Serpent Priestess will be killed. Or not, as the case may be. Wow, okay. Apparently these guys are kind of afraid of dealing with the Priestesses and the Anaconda Knights. Okay. Oh, well, he was dead. That's good. Alright, so I think we're pretty good, actually. I think so. As you can see, there's already 85 of them eliminated, and they're only going to get easier as time goes on, because, of course, the Serpent Priestesses, the Anaconda Knights, and obviously, on a lesser extent, the Cobra Warriors are going to be eliminated, and then we are going to be in a much better position. I seem to remember that the Cobra Warriors were actually much worse back in the day. Maybe they've been revamped a little bit, because it seems like their armor is much better than what I remember, but maybe that's just me. Ow. Well, yeah, that that didn't work out really well as I had intended. I didn't really want that to happen. Well, never mind. Okay, so seems like wow, our allies took so much damage right there. That is really kind of bad. Oh well, never mind. You can see here that our rangers are doing an exceptional job as per usual. They are known for being very, very nice when it comes to horse archery. And our Larian Sentinels aren't doing too badly either, because of course they do come equipped with spears, which is obviously great against these cavalry. So let's have a look. We have how many again? 390 or something like that to eliminate? That's a bit much, isn't it? That is quite a lot. I gotta say, seeing this amazing spam of ranger kills and Lethal Durin actually going over there and doing a bit of damage himself is very, I was going to say reassuring, until I saw Lethal Durin actually get himself killed, which is not great, but I suppose that's just how he rolls, you know, he tends to do that sometimes. We are going to lose a whole bunch of our Rangers of the Clarion Call now, which is not really good, considering at the end of the quest, you do have the opportunity to take most of the surviving units that you have commanded throughout the challenging task, and it would make sense for us to try and preserve as many of them as we can. I don't know how well that's going to work though. As you can see, we've lost 18. Don't exactly know how many more we're going to lose, but on the bright side, it feels to me like most of the Cobra Warriors and the other more elite units have been dwindled and maybe even eliminated completely. So we only have to deal with the Snake Cult followers and armsmen now, and they are obviously not as deadly as the rest. Obviously, in a critical mass, however, the crossbowmen from the Snake Cult can deal a lot of damage with their crossbows. So that is a bit worrying. But oh wow, there was still an Anaconda Knight alive? Wow, that's kind of troublesome. Okay, well, so far it seems like everything's going pretty well. The only reason why that might be happening, though, is because of our rangers at the moment, and also the Ghazi Reavers. That seems like a very good unit from the Dashar right there. So I think if we were to, you know, make a Dashar playthrough at some point in the distant future, then I feel like the Ghazi Reavers would certainly be a very, very good choice. Whoa, look at this! Look at the swarm that's currently going on there on the combat map. That is kind of amazing. Seeing those guys come in from the side and seeing the other ones come in from the other side, that was actually really cool looking. And yeah, I think this is just going to turn into an absolute massacre now. There seems to be literally nothing left of this Snake Cult army, and I'm very lucky that I came across the weakened one, because obviously, as I say, there is a full strength Snake Cult army very close by to where we currently are, so obviously they are going to be not too happy about our actions here, and they're probably going to try and intercept us, but hopefully my pathfinding skill will still be active and I will be able to run away easily enough. I think I've actually, didn't I level up and gain another point in pathfinding, so I now have, I think, Is it, I think I have like, is it 13 or maybe even 12 points in pathfinding, thanks to our companions, of course, as well. Because I think I have 9 in pathfinding and I have +3, so that is pretty awesome. And that's it. There you go. We eliminated every single unit from the Snake Cult. There's another 30 renown for us. I was hopeful for much more than that, but 30 renown is going to have to be what we gained. And, well, I guess we're going to gain... okay, I'm just going to auto-calculate that. And there you go. We are going to gain a little bit of relation with the Khan here, and, yeah, I guess that's okay. So, yes, apart from that, let us... take this, put that in there, and then, as I said before, we'll put the axe in there. And, yes, I'm actually going to take the Snake Cult Rituals books, because you can actually hand those in to knighthood orders. And, yeah, I guess we'll just allow our... Oh, wow, okay, so apparently no one wants this. So I can sell it, no problem at all. Alright, so this is what we are currently facing right here. Oh, it's the Dread Legion. Oh, it's no normal Snake Cult army. It's actually the Dread Legion. Well, that's fun, isn't it? Okay, well, this is obviously led by Maltese. She is no pushover whatsoever. She apparently has new units in this version of Pendor. And I haven't seen these units ever before. Asp Vanguards. Wow, there's only 40 of them, so they must be extremely powerful in comparison to the Priestesses and the Knights, where there are 128 and 184 respectively. That is kind of crazy. And now, the Khan actually has 1,057 units. Isn't that pretty crazy? Yeah, that's pretty crazy, because he obviously took most of the prisoners from the Snake Cult army, and obviously because I'm on the challenging task, which is kind of annoying me now that I am actually on that challenging task, I was unable to take any of them. So I guess that's just how it goes. But yeah, he's obviously going to be running away because he's pretty low, I think. I don't think he has very high level units or anything like that, so I doubt he would actually stand a chance against the Dread Legion. But we've now made a Deshar vassal very, very happy and very powerful indeed. So I don't exactly know whether we're going to fight them in the near future, probably. And yeah, I guess that will be it for this episode. Next time, I have no idea what we're going to be doing, but we do have 2 Qualis gems, so it might make sense for us to do something with those. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.